So what's going on, guys? It's Brian here, and I want to talk to you guys before this video starts. So this trip to Yosemite meant a few things to me, and it meant a few things to my brother, and it was an incredible trip. I've never seen anything as beautiful as this, but I want to talk to you guys really about what this trip meant for me. And there's really three things that I got out of it. The first thing was that when I was a kid, my family brought me and my brother to Los Angeles for the first time. We got to see California, and then when we went back, I remember my parents always talking about, oh, we're gonna take a trip to Yosemite, we're gonna do this with your aunt and uncle, and my dad then got sick, and that was something I was always talked about in my house, but we could never do, we could never afford, and we would never be able to make it possible. And so for me and my brother to be able to take this trip was kind of a sentimental point that we were able to complete at least a part of that journey. Personally, I had the goal of bringing my family there for like a summer week or something like that, because it's just such an incredible place. But it was like an internal feeling of like, this is the right thing. I'm really grateful we're here. And then the second part is that my brother had a really massive accident the week before I left to Los Angeles. It was something that he was really blessed to not have that many physical injuries or damages or anything like that, but it really shook his core. And I know this is something he's going to talk about at some point, and it's not something I need to go too far in right now, but it was something that I didn't know from here what else I could do. And so I brought him to Los Angeles and said, you have to take time to yourself. You have to be able to see what you want, and you ultimately have to be able to experience something that's beyond just work and life. You have to have something that's internal. For me, I think the greatest blessing in my life is that I've been able to travel. The greatest thing that ever happened to me was traveling to Australia and then staying in Los Angeles for a week, and that really made me assess, okay, what do I want? What are the things I'm trying to do? And so that was my goal with this trip, was to give him that peace. And so that kind of leads into the third part, which I'm gonna make another video about in the coming days. But for me, where I'm at right now, I'm trying to map out the next steps. And if you're anything like me, I get monkey brain really easy. I get scatterbrained, and there's so many different things that are moving at the same time that executing on all those things can kind of become a daunting task. And so having this trip really made me assess, okay, who am I, what am I doing, and where am I going with all this? In a way, the gift that my brother received was also a gift that I received too. And so it was an incredible trip. We haven't had a trip like this since we were like kids, but him and I haven't spent time like this since we were like in high school. So it was really an exciting journey, and it was really something that I'm really grateful that I was able to do. And so that is the intro. If you're new to this channel, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, hit that little bell, and let me know in the comment section, where do you want to travel, or what did you think of this video? But let's cue that intro. Good morning, folks. So it is day 2 of this Yosemite trip. Now today is going to be an interesting day because we have to figure out our car situation. Now if you tuned in on episode 1, you'd see that we didn't have chains on our tires, and therefore we had to walk and try to find them. But more importantly, the great part about today is it's going to be all about adventure. We're going to try to go hiking, but I want to show you guys this because I think this is going to be a predicting factor of our success today. Although there's snow out there, it's not snowing. So should be easier to travel. Hopefully the intention is to be able to drive and get chains. But first and foremost, because I'm gonna still give you guys some fitness stuff, here's breakfast. So I have 1 whole egg, that's the yellow stuff. I have 1 piece of cheese, that's the other yellow stuff. I have 1 piece of Sara Lee bread, 50 calorie bread, absolutely amazing. 2 pieces of turkey bacon, also amazing, and 1 Fit and Light Greek yogurt. But so I'm gonna eat, and then we're gonna go explore Yosemite Park. Brian's log, entry number 1. We are traveling to go find our car now. We know where it is, so it's not like we're really finding it, but the hope is that it's in the same place, because that would really put a damper on the day more than anything. And hopefully we can move it. Because if not, we have to buy chains up here. And we're not trying to do that. Found our car. Now let's snow her out and get moving. So I wasn't able to get you guys footage, but even though we don't have chains there, we were able to move the car and we're making our way down the mountain to go get chains so we can make it back up the mountain and survive. It's been a beautiful drive this far. It's clearing up, so the snow is gone. Absolutely amazing, and you gotta check out this view. We found them. We finally got them. The true experience is gonna be trying to put them on the car. No, don't turn, don't turn. Yep. Keep going. Yep. Keep going. Tire 1. Tire 2. Jump. So I want to say this to you guys in case you're ever traveling in Yosemite. When you see signs that say chains required, at first you should think, do I have chains? And then after you've seen that sign about 10 times, you should probably take it a little more seriously. At first it's like, hey, you know, you might want chains. Hey, you know, you really should think of getting chains. No, I'm serious, like please get chains on your car. And even yesterday, we talked to a park ranger's like, yeah, you guys should really have chains. And we're like, oh, we're good. Signs are there for a reason. Now, we've been driving. Most of the state looks like it's just gonna be driving because a lot of the places we were going to hike are closed because it's the winter. This is probably the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And the greatest part of vlogging is you guys get to see it too. So check this out. So this seems to be the end of the hike. We went up a little bit ways that way, but it's all trees, and I think we're about 2.5 miles up right now. Yep. You can go about 2.8 miles up, and it's like, I don't think there's much of a point because everything goes up there, which is off limits now. So this is the amazing view of the hike, and now we're going to go get some food. Grub. So, mealtime, chicken, potatoes, and asparagus. Now, I know what you're saying. My hair's fucked up. But more importantly, you probably think to yourself, what kind of person goes on a vacation and eats chicken, potatoes, and asparagus? Well, that's me. This is absolutely delicious. I don't like putting, if it doesn't even matter like calories or things like that, I just like to eat food like this, and especially when it's home cooked, especially when it's really well done, it's amazing. So we're gonna eat this right now. It's amazingly foggy right now outside. Like, it was really scary driving home, but we're gonna try to find something to do in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so this is the last day here, and this is the final view of Yosemite. The picture doesn't do it justice. It's absolutely incredible. What do you think? What you take?
Phenomenal. You need to come here.
Yeah.
You need to come here.
You need to come here, and it looks like a painting in front of us.
Yeah.
Looks like a painting. Which it is, it's God's painting. Sorry, I'm just kidding. But so, this is where we're gonna leave you guys. I hope you enjoyed this trip. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, where do you wanna travel to? What would you like to see in some of the vlogs? Subscribe to the channel. More importantly, I hope that you guys had a fun time joining us. Even though it was slightly chaotic, it was more than fun, and just grateful to be here. So, see you guys. Boom Zeus.